In the before video, I discuss about the immunostimulants. So in that immunostimulants, I discussed up to colony stimulating factors. Okay. So in that colony stimulating factors, I already completed in my before video, and also up to interferons also I was completed. So again I discuss about interferons. Okay. So this interferons means interferons are also called as cytokines. Okay, interferons are also called as cytokines. So these cytokines are known as proteins. Okay, so these cytokines are also called as proteins, and when the interferons are released during the immune system means due to viral infections. Okay, due to viral infections. So interferons are the cytokines mainly produced by the host cells during the viral infections or in response to viral infections. Okay, so we have different types of interferons are there, alpha beta. Mainly two types of interferons are involved in our host defensive mechanisms. So they act as an immunomodulating agents as well as anti-proliferative properties. So these cytokines or interferons have two mechanism of actions. We have two mechanisms, that is in immunomodulating activity and as well as anti-proliferative properties. Okay, so mainly it inhibits the multiplication of the DNA and RNA. Okay, so this is about the interferons, and coming to this mechanism of action of interferons is mainly alpha 2b inhibits the virus replication and involved and in virus infected cells. Mainly it suppresses the cell proliferation of different viruses. Okay, next mainly used in the influenza virus condition, herpes virus condition, herpes simplex viruses conditions. All these viruses can be inhibited, or DNA or RNA of the viruses can be damaged by the interferons. Okay, so mainly used in the chronic hepatitis conditions and Kaposis sarcoma conditions, genetic warts condition, and hairy cell leukemia, and mainly in the rhinoviruses. So interferons are also used as immunostimulants. So these immunostimulants mainly act against the viruses, different types of viruses. Next, coming to this interleukins. So interleukins are also a group of cytokines which are synthesized by lymphocytes. Okay, so interleukins are also a group of cytokines which are synthesized by lymphocytes, monocytes, and macrophages. Lymphocytes, monocytes, and macrophages. So interleukins are also a group of proteins or the cytokines which are mainly synthesized by the monocytes, macrophages, and also the lymphocytes. And the main function of the interleukins is in regulation of the immune system. So some of the drugs are aldesleukin and oprilvikin are the drugs which act as interleukins and mainly used in the treatment of cancer therapy. And therapeutic, coming to the therapeutic vaccines. So these therapeutic vaccines are the vaccines which are intended to treat or cure the disease or a disorder by stimulating the immune system. Only these are it also stimulates the immune system and mainly used to treat certain types of cancers. That is mainly also used in the prevention of tuberculosis. It's coming to the vaccine combinations. These vaccine combinations means these immunostimulants are in the form of vaccines, and these vaccines are mainly prepared or developed from different antigens. Okay, so either from the different bacteria or by the different antigens mainly that prevent different diseases. So here the vaccine combinations means the vaccines are in the combination form by different antigens, and these are developed by different antigens and that protect against the multiple strains. So that strains, protection of the multiple strains, that agents causing the same disease into a single product. Here the vaccine is a single product. So that single product, it consists of different strains of microorganisms in the form of vaccines. So that vaccine can be treated to various diseases. Okay, so use it in the form of combination form and protect against 2 or more diseases and measles. So one example is the vaccine, that is MMR. Vaccine is MMR. MMR vaccine, it is in the form of combination form. MMR means measles, mumps and rubella vaccine, and diphtheria, tetanus and pertussis vaccine is also there, that is DTaP. Okay, so these are the some of the examples which are in the combination form, and some examples are some combination forms are that the brand names are Comvax, Trerix, Kinrix. So all these are the combination form vaccines that are called as vaccine combinations. Okay, so by use of this combination vaccine, we have the side effects that vaccines mainly, it causes a swelling or more pain at the site of injection. Okay, so these vaccines mainly causes swelling. Next, coming to these viral vaccines, where viral vaccines contain inactivated viruses. So a bacterial, it is similar to the bacterial vaccine. So bacterial vaccines are prepared by using the bacterial strains. Here in these viral vaccines contains the inactivated viruses which are attenuated, means these are live but doesn't cause any diseases. So live viruses are entered into our host cells. The live viruses are present in that particular vaccine. So these inactivated or killed vaccines contain viruses which have lost their ability to replicate it, and in order for to bring about a response. Okay, next, coming to the side effects which are used by these viral vaccines are, here there is a formation of blood in the urine or in the stools, and also pneumonia condition can be seen by using these viral vaccines. Okay, so this is about the immunostimulants. Okay, once again I am telling, immunostimulants means mainly these are the drugs which stimulate our immune system, are the immunostimulants. So we have two types of mechanisms, which we have to stimulate the immune system, means inducing the activation or by increasing the activity of the components. And the drugs are two types, specific and non-specific types. So specific is nothing but it is antigenic specificity, that mainly the antigenic specificity, and mainly that the examples are vaccines. And non-specific immunostimulants are these, there is no specificity.